I have a few updates on my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale video I did. I think it was like end of August, September. There were a lot of hits in there. There were some misses, and I want to be able to share them with you. I was like, wow, this video should have been done ages ago, but it's here now. Want the good news first or the bad news? Let's do the bad news. A few items did go back to the store already. So first up is from Elcie Cosmetics. This is their Glow Enhancer. Now this is an item I didn't mention in the first video. However, when I was going through and really looking at stuff online, I said, this product is probably something I'm going to like because it's glow. Hello, that's me. Radiance. It's described as a dry face oil that is a lightweight version. So the more drops you add to either your bare skin, you add it to foundation, however you want to glow on your face and your body, that's the level of intensity. So 1 drop, subtle. 2 drops, and so forth. The actual shimmer particles themselves, it's where I don't, put it this way, this is not what, I don't like this type of glitter and shimmer. You put it on, ooh, it's wet here, there's oil, and then there's like a clump, and then oh, here's all this oil here, and then a clump. You put it on your skin, and I don't know how good the camera picked it up. I was really hoping it got it good, but if it doesn't, just trust me. I press and pat it into my skin, and I can see the glow on my skin because that's the oil, right? But up close in the magnifying mirror, the shimmer is like one little tiny bit of glitter right there, and then a little shimmer, but there's so much space in between. No. If it was opaque enough and very fine inside of the oil, basically did what it said it was going to do, oh, you couldn't have pried that out of my hand. Next up is from Bakerie. It's the Coffee and Cocoa Bronzer Palette. Now this is something that I swatched in the store, and I thought, based on the hand swatches, I was first saying, I don't know so much if this is going to work on my skin tone, but I didn't have a brush with me, so it can translate differently when you're actually using the tool on your face. The first pan is the bronzer pan. Now it looks, I would say, like a medium, I don't know why a ginger snap color just popped in my head, like a ginger snap cookie, but it's like a medium tone, darker brown. But on me, I'm thinking it probably would be subtle. And that's how it was on my hand swatch. It actually looked a little bit lighter, but actually translated on my skin, it was very subtle. The next pan over from the bronzer is a highlighter shade. Now that shade is of course going to work on my skin tone. It's like a deeper gold bronze shade. So that pan is beautiful. There wasn't any chunky glitter. It wasn't anything that was too shimmery. I thought it laid great on my skin. That was a great shade as well as a formula. And the last 2 pans on the bottom, I would consider those more of like blush shades, like a satin blush, but it has enough shimmer to it that, I mean, if you like highlighters that have a lot more, like I would say like a different approach to a highlighter, not the typical highlighter shades. So if you're someone that likes greens and blue highlighters, a little bit unusual, then these would probably work because it's more of like a peach tone, and then there's like a rich like raspberry grape shade. So those are beautiful. You can put them on top of matte blushes, you can wear them by themselves, or you can wear them as a highlighter. It's very versatile. I started to think, okay, even though those are beautiful tones that work on my skin tone, they're just not so wowing me where I feel, okay, justify keeping the entire palette, even though I'm not too keen on 2 pans. And then I look at my price tag. So I think about that in my mind, and is it going to, the price warrants keeping that palette? And I just didn't feel it did. So what stayed and what I actually ultimately picked out is what is coming up. So I want to talk about this first item here. I did mention that I would bring this one up in this video. This is my new hairbrush that I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of. Now this is from the company, I believe it's pronounced Fromm. It's Style Artistry Intuition Flexor Vent Brush. As usual, I blame my hairdresser Lauren, fabulous Lauren, to anything hair-wise that I picked out. But this is the hairbrush that she uses on me. So anytime she's holding something new, I'm like, what's that? What's that? What you using? So she said this would be good for my hair because it will allow the air from the blow dryer. Everything goes straight through. It just goes straight through, straightening my hair, no damage as far as like snaggling the hair, getting caught up, because I was using my big round brush, which I just decluttered. So, of course, I'm going to try it. And she was right. Now, there is a learning curve with this brush. I'm not used to having something of this paddle looking size. I'm used to the round brush. So I'm like, with the blow dryer, it felt funny. I'm expecting it to have just less damage on the ends, just allowing it to really stay straight as I'm blow drying it. And once you get through the whole initial, I'm using a different tool, that's not usually the way I blow dry my hair, and then you'll get used to it. I also picked up 2 of the Skinfood Black Sugar Mask Wash Off. The learning curve, I would say, with that is you need to leave it on. So you need to leave it on for just a little bit. So don't mess with it. Then when you go back and start to rub it in and really kind of like scrub, it's not strong and abrasive, and like a mask, it's got to go in there like a regular face mask, but I mean you can feel the sugar grains. It's fabulous. I absolutely love it. I also picked out my Clarisonic cleansing brush heads. So these were a great deal at the time. Now they had different verbiage on the boxes, so it was a little bit confusing. So what I did pick out is the one that said Deep Pore, and then I picked out the revitalizing brush head that said Smart on it. This is the one that kind of got me like, what? What's Smart? It's supposed to say normal. So if you are like me and you had a brush head that said normal, just look for the one that says Smart on it, and it's supposed to be the same. Wasn't planning on picking up any more of the Kylie Lip Kits, but I just happened to be there that day. They were on sale, and I was swatching, and I was like, oh, you know what? I want to try out Jordy. Jordy is that raspberry tone. I think that this picture here, this color is very accurate of what it looks like on my lips. Jordy is, again, like that raspberry red tone. I'm drawing the red. I have a million reds, but they're all different. They're all different. And I also got the shade 20. Again, this color is exactly how it translates on the lip. I like it because it's like a deeper brown, but it's also runs a little bit on the cool tone. I also mentioned I was going to pick out some more of my Benefit brow pencils. I did. However, precisely my brow pencils, I don't know what's going on here. It's like I think everybody went dark hair for some reason for fall. I walk in after my son's baseball practice. I just walk in. I'm thinking, oh, there's going to be a ton of 6s because everybody, is blonde and light brown hair and so forth. And every dark color was gone. The 5s were gone. The 6s were gone. I was like, okay, I think everybody in my area just dyed their hair darker. So number 6s were all gone. So I had to order on the website, and then they got really low. So next sale, I am going to grab, first off, I'm going to be there in the morning right when the store opens up and grab 2. Then I'll grab 2 online because that's my favorite brow pencil. I compare anything coming in now to that, and I really do like it. In number 6. I also grabbed my BeautyBlender Solid Formula. This I think was the online perk. I'm not going to even try and open it up. I have 2 more of these, but in the very small size. So what I like to do is I like to put the small size in here, use it up, and then I will use the bigger side. But I do like to use the BeautyBlender Solid, and the liquid too. It doesn't matter. Not only for my sponges, I'll kind of like spot conceal with my brushes if I need to kind of really do something fast, and it works good. And at a discount, now's the time to definitely pick that out. One skincare product from Peach and Lily, and I did mention that I was going to grab this. This is the Glass Skin Refining Serum. Glass Skin Serum is a serum that you can use both AM and PM. but I haven't opened it up yet to use it because I want to finish up what I am using, kind of the AM and the PM route. And then this is the next one up. I've been really good at making sure that I don't open up too many products at once and kind of see where I can fit in anything new. That's how you're going to start to notice what product will actually, you know, show a difference in your skin if you kind of wait that, you know, that time frame. Next is the lipsticks from M.A.C. I did state I was going to get my shade Cream in Your Coffee. That one I already have used before, but this one is the Diva shade, and I haven't tried the Diva one. So it is is this a matte formula? Yeah, it's a matte lipstick formula, and this color is, it actually reminds me of Jordy. So it's like that reddish tone, but I think it's darker. It's not as bright as the Jordy shade. I did say I was going to pick out one of the Ulta Beauty lipsticks. Well, I had a few in my cart, and I said, okay, I'm going to step away from the red, and let me pick more of a nude shade that I think I would get a lot more use out of. So I chose the shade Angela after Bassett. I am a huge Angela Bassett fan, so wanted to wear that. And sometimes I think of her too when I wear the lipstick. So I think it's a very flattering color. It's beautiful. It goes with a lot of different lip liners. That's why I also wanted to get it. And I like the formula. It's like a comfortable matte. It's not drying on my lips. I like how the container, the lid, has that magnetic closure. It is a bit weighted. They have their tagline here, "Badass does not talk about being a badass," which is true. One of my favorite sayings is a true OG moves in silence. So there you go. So I do believe that as well. And then it has their brand name etched into the lipstick. I like the formula. I really do. During the sale, they had CoverGirl. I think it was like 40% off. They had something going on. So I picked out another one of my Total Tease mascara. This is my favorite. Holy grail, only mascara I like for my bottom lashes. So anytime CoverGirl is on sale, that's the first thing I think to pick out, because I do change that mascara every 4 months, like clockwork. It's on my calendar, it reminds me on my phone. Toss it and start the fresh one because I use it so much during the week. I want to make sure that I'm getting a fresh one. I wasn't going to pick out an Urban Decay pencil during the sale, but I started to go through my pencils. That's when I was decluttering the pencils, and I noticed, I was like, wait a minute, I thought I had a perversion. And then I saw a few that were old, so they were going to get tossed. And then when I looked in my drawer that have all my new ones, like the end of 2018 and then 2019, I had Urban Decay in there, but no perversion. I had Black Velvet, Zero, but no perversion. Perversion is like a must, you know, the darkest, rich, matte black. So I picked out perversion. So now I have a new one, fresh and clean. Also grabbed another one of my Tarte Shape Tape concealers. I'm in the shade Deep. This is a classic, does not need any introduction. I do use Deep quite often. I have one in my everyday makeup bag. I have one in my drawer that I'm almost finishing up. It is the concealer that I tend to grab for when I notice I'm in a hurry. It's the one that I know that's going to cover underneath the eyes. It's going to spot conceal. In a pinch, I can use it as a primer, and nothing's, you know, going to go wrong with the powders. So I use it for that purpose. Even though I have like other concealers, it's that one that I go back to a lot, and I know it's the exact color of my skin. It covers, it builds, so it really is good. It's a #1 for a reason, and it works well. Now, another concealer I got, I wasn't expecting to get. It was on sale, wasn't paying any attention to it, but I picked this one up from Bare Minerals, the Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, because of my friend Candace, who does watch my videos. She loves their liquid foundation. Like, loves it. And we were talking in Sephora. I actually shot footage that day of her. She was going around picking out her favorites. And I said, look, Candace, Bare Minerals is a brand I have been paying dust for years. I don't pay any attention to them. Get a sample. Just get a sample. Trust me. And I was going back and forth. And then she said, just try it. And I said, okay, I'll try it. I walked out of Sephora and my skin looked so good with the foundation. Just really good. Okay, and then I got home and it was way late in the evening. I texted her, I said, you realize this foundation is still on and still look as good as the morning? We met like at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that was going in my mind when I was at the store, and I said, let me try their concealer. Let me just see, is it just as good as that foundation? And it turned out to be. I didn't think it was going to be as full coverage as it turned out to be. And it can creep into some serious full coverage the more you build it up. That is what impressed me. I was able to spot conceal. I was able to increase it underneath my eyes just to see what it would do, and it still remained skin-like. That's enough for me. I was shocked, and that's what I get for you know, for clowning it for so many years. It's like, oh, you want to talk mess on me? I'll show you. The next item is from Colourpop. Again, another item I wasn't expecting to pick out, but I was interested in one color, and I thought the price was good if you just grab like the complete set. This is the Colourpop Ride or Die Cream Gel Liner Bundle. So they have the black shade in there, which is Swerve, which I've used before, but I wanted to try Exit, the white shade. And this Exit shade is that pure white, isn't going to smear, and I just wanted to kind of see how it was going to look with different eye looks, and I actually like it. I mean, I know you can kind of go back and forth on the white. Is it dated? Is it this, that, and the other? You know, it just depends on the overall look. I like it too, but I also don't care about that, like time frames. If it was popular 3 years ago and now no one's wearing it, I don't care. I wear what I want, and I don't care if people stare or what they say. So I wanted to try that, and I do like it. Then they also had Get Paid and Call Me. So they have that, like, think of, gosh, what's that one from Essence? Oh, Teddy and M.A.C Teddy. So you have that brownish black shade, and then I forgot what the other one was. I think it's a brown too, or maybe a gold. But it's colors that you would wear. So you have your white, your black, your brown, like, you know, those typical colors. Good savings, because it's almost as if you get one for free based on the bundle price. The last thing I picked out is from Lancôme. It's the Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint. It's the Healthy Glow. There's a new way that I got 8 in to work, and I'm so happy. I'm happy I grabbed this shade, because what I add to this is something I would already use. Actually, it's about a few things. I filmed a video on that. How to just keep that glowy, dewy skin, even during winter, even during the cold months. To me, 365. And this works perfectly. It adjusts exactly to my skin tone. I've been so happy with it. I'm still actually using the samples before I even touch this. I'm still using the sample that they gave me. It was like that much. And then with the dark shade that she gave me, one day I was just using it as like a contour, and it looked beautiful. So if they put that back on sale, let's say for spring or even next fall, it doesn't matter to me, I'll wait. I'm gonna grab the darker shade too, because for just that natural contour, nose and everything, it looked beautiful. And I love a good liquid contour too. If you remember what you picked out during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, let me know how it's working out for you. And maybe there's a few items, you know, from mine that you like. And hey, blink, blink. Spring will be here, spring 2020, and you know, all this stuff's gonna be there too, so look out for them. Thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by and watching. As always, I appreciate it. Taking time out just to see me. Come back, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell, and as always, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Goodbye.